guys, today's episode of The Read is brought to you by Form. The Form collection minimizes guesswork and makes hair care simple by offering personal regimens designed for your individual hair care needs. It's the first women's prestige hair care collection that's as versatile, uncompromising, and as beautiful as you are. I love it so, so much. I'll be talking to you about it a little later, but go to formbeauty.com/theread to get 10% off and free shipping on your first purchase and a free Form Mini when you spend over $50. Get personal with Form, and let's move on.
This week's episode is also being brought to you by Talkspace, the online therapy company that lets you choose from over 1,500 licensed therapists. Get matched with your perfect therapist who can put you on a path to a happier life. For a special offer on Talkspace just for our listeners, go to Talkspace.com/read. Now let's start the show. You can say what you want to, bitch, but you remember this. Every time you kiss him, you tasting my pussy.
Oh, no.
Now, I'm not sure if I've done that one. I feel like no, and I've meant to do it, but that could mean that I did do it, and I'm just high as I'm always.
Of course.
So here's a double, like, what is the movie? And who was the one tasting the pussy? You don't Google it. I know that can easily be Googled, so you already know what the movie is. Great.
I'm not going to Google it.
So what is the film?
I'm not going to Google it.
And who was the one who got cussed out?
Okay. Wait, who got cussed out or who's...
You can say what you want to, bitch, but you remember this. Now, who is the bitch that needs to remember that every time she kisses him, she's tasting some puss?
I don't know.
This is an iconic line.
It is. It is. I can tell. It's very famous and important and impactful.
You Googled it.
I mean, so I Googled it. I did, but only enough to get like maybe I think the movie.
What is the film?
Is it Poetic Justice?
It is Poetic Justice. And I'm sure you
which I have seen. I have seen Poetic Justice.
Course,
yes, I have.
You've seen many of the films I've done.
Right, but it's not since like 1999, that's all. So was somebody saying that to Janet or was Janet saying that to somebody?
Janet was involved. Janet was doing somebody's hair and staying the fuck out of it.
Oh, okay.
But the person who was getting dragged was Mama Pope. I can't remember the actress's name.
Oh, right. Oh, damn, she is in that movie.
I mean, for like a second.
Okay. Well, I mean, clearly I'm kind of fuzzy on the details, but
anyways.
It's fine.
Hi, guys. I'm Spirit Payton.
I'll be Janet Jackson since I just saw her in concert.
And this is The Read, State of the World.
Woo! I am so blessed that I got to see that before I passed away. What a show.
And I didn't go, and I know that I should have. And I was just, you know.
And she's so good. She's just damn
she's
good.
Janet.
Right. So it wasn't going to suck anyway, but.
Well.
Mama just gave a fantastic show. Shout out to everybody who was there.
Welcome to another episode of the show. First episode of my 30s.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
What is that? Like, so where do we go from here?
I mean, it's all up from here, honestly. 30 is just the beginning for you. So, you know, enjoy it. You're still young. You're on your way to big things. Do I sound like Iyanla yet? Do I sound like encouraging?
No, Iyanla would have given me bad advice 30 minutes ago, even though we just started talking. Okay. And Iyanla would have also said it in a much, like a surly voice.
Okay. See, I'm working on being sweeter, right? I'm like a nicer person now, right?
Yeah, much.
I am. I really am. Like, I've gotten better.
Yes.
Like with human interactions.
Growth.
You know what that is?
Absolutely.
I'll never get tired of that gift.
Shout out to Chris Morrow for going into the closet here and finding me some white woman juice. I mean, some Prosecco.
Same thing.
Just because, you know, we just came back from Rihanna Land.
Oh my God. What a fucking... How is Barbados?
I feel like I shouldn't
real?
call Barbados that because, I mean, Barbados, they're much longer than Rihanna. But they lift... I
feel like they're okay with that.
Yeah, they lift her up.
They live for her.
You get to the airport and it's like a gigantic sign, welcome to Barbados. And it's just Rihanna.
It's just Rihanna.
Just looking great.
Right there at customs, like, in case you wondered.
Just, she's here to greet you. Yes, our goddess. Rihanna.
It was perfect. Oh man, what a beautiful island.
I got to pet a turtle.
Oh yeah.
In the Atlantic Ocean.
You did that. It was so special.
It was like something that was on my bucket list that I didn't know was there, and it got checked off at the moment it was added.
Weren't you scared of who was that screaming? Oh, that was Jade. Jade hollered like a bitch when she thought a turtle touched her, and it was somebody's like flippers.
Yeah. But the turtle was chilling. It was like, oh, hey, bitch.
Yeah,
how are you
like,
doing?
oh, okay, so you came to my house.
I was terrified because, my whole thing was not like drowning. I can swim. Shout out to my Black parents who were like, not mine.
Right.
So I wasn't really afraid of like that. I was more so afraid of invading someone else's home. I said to Kia, shout out to her, I said, when animals enter my home, when anybody comes into my home unannounced, uninvited, you have to get out immediately.
Or die.
And it's one or the other. And you don't have a long time to decide. I'm not giving you wiggle room. You're getting out or you die. So
that's really it.
I just feel like it is unfair and unreasonable for me to expect that these creatures who've been living here minding their business, doing their own fucking thing for however long, should not treat me the same. So what I was worried about was getting in the ocean and promptly being taken the fuck off. So that's what I was concerned
Pissing them off with your presence.
But the turtle was like, no, we love company. Hey, girl, so this is our place. Real crisp. We're the bad bitches out here, super, super old.
It was just beautiful.
Like,
everything
what
about
a gift.
It. Right. It was straight out of a movie.
The weather, even when it was raining, it was sexy.
Right. Even in the rain, I was like, I would not trade this for like a beautiful day in New York City.
like the best it's got. I'll take the rain. Thanks. Right. The rains of Barbados.
A lot of it was, that nice ass Beyonce ass villa you got. There's a lot of it had to do. Just right, go all out and.
I've always wanted to be a Real Housewives trip,
and that's exactly that was nicer than a Real Housewives trip. Bravo not spending their money on them hoes. It was nice as fuck, nigga. Right. Nigga, we had a staff. Woo.
Hennessy White Punch.
Breakfast at whatever time of day you want. Just tell them what you want.
Oreo cheesecake made fresh.
See, I'm so mad I fell asleep for that. I'm so mad I passed out that night.
I had 3 slices.
So much happened that day. That was the day we went out on the boat, and I was just exhausted. I was weary.
You were in the water like Beyonce.
I don't get out. I do not get out the water.
Like Beyonce be starting a documentary. She just jumped off the yacht. She's just talking about the water. I feel such a connection.
I'm just going to film all my scenes in the water, you guys.
That was me. Crystal.
Yeah.
Like everybody's chilling. Crystal's in the water.
Right. Everybody's like, we're about to have dinner. I'm like, cool for you guys.
Awesome.
I'm going to stay right here in this water.
And then we got back to the house and fucking Toni Braxton was singing and shit. And
no, it was not Toni Braxton.
Somebody else was yelling.
Oh, it was the
Soul Train Awards.
Yes.
Toni performed.
I was going to say some kind of BET Awards.
Listen,
but yes, Soul Train. I couldn't believe we got American TV over there.
Toni Braxton was... It's so funny. Toni Braxton was singing like motherfucking...
Oh, she really was singing?
I think she was singing.
I thought you were being funny.
No, she performed. They did like a tribute to her.
Oh, okay.
With Ro James, Luke James, and Jessie J.
Oh, that's cute.
Jessie J and Luke James should have switched outfits, but Jessie sings like...
You and Kim were in there watching that. I'm like, I'm in Barbados, nigga. I'm about to drink this Hennessy punch. And
you're only going to give me so many singing niggas back to back before I'm like, okay, what's going on in here? Like, let me see. Tamar was singing, that was the first thing I saw. Tamar and a whole bunch of black with a black bob.
Tamar can sing. Did she sound good?
No, she did sound good.
Okay.
Kia was laughing. Like, she does like this thing with her face. Like, you know how her eyes go a little Forrest Whitaker when she be performing? You know what I'm talking about.
We haven't even done Black Excellence yet.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, so, all right. So there's a show. So Black Excellence. I was just reliving the weekend.
Oh, you ain't shit.
But yeah, shout out to Rihanna's home.
Yeah,
great time.
It was a really, really beautiful time.
Black Excellence. Now, I really tried very hard to find somebody saying this child's name so I could say it correctly. It is spelled, maybe let's see what you come up with.
Okay.
Prisais.
Is it precise? Precise.
I wanted to say precise.
Oh, it's probably precise.
It's probably precise.
Mm-hmm. You know, niggas love to get creative.
Right. I should have.
It's precise.
Niggas will take like any ordinary word
be like, how
and
can I
spell it and
jazz
make it
this
look
up?
real French. And you're like, oh, okay, that's what it is.
What? Why are we like that?
So let me tell you about this child, right? Her dad, I guess, is like a CrossFit trainer, fitness expert, badass.
Oh,
this
he's
baby
black?
is 4. Yes.
I would love to find black people doing CrossFit. I would love it.
We're going to pray for that. For
Please, please, New York City.
later. This is Southern California.
Oh, no, I can't make that.
So,
I can't make it to that.
So she's a 4-year-old gym CrossFit fairy child
Shut up.
legend. So she's like gone viral because her dad posts videos of her getting it in the gym, doing box jumps and
Shut
squats.
up.
And she recently got to 10 pull-ups in a row.
No.
Nigga, I recently got to 10 pull-ups in a row.
I still
I'm
cannot.
30. She's 4.
I still cannot. So
Hold on. I have to show you a video of her
Oh,
doing,
here we go.
like her first
I just
box
Googled
jump
her so I could pull it up.
at 1. Look at this is a 1-year-old. This is her throwback Thursday post.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Oh, I love that her box jump is on top of her weight.
Right.
Because obviously she's not
a
jumping
baby.
20 inches. Oh, hey, all right, mama. I
And
see
she is
you.
just encouraged.
Yes.
There it is. But
Come
I mean,
on. Form is the thing. Little
So,
mama has it. Look
she's
at her
absolutely
face.
adorable. Princess P is what her nickname is. But yeah, she's been on
cute.
Cosmopolitan, Daily Mail.
Hold on, she can do a 22-inch box jump.
Yeah. No, I mean,
that's 2 inches
she's
higher
come
than mine.
a long way.
No, but I'm
since-
saying like I can only do a
since being
20-inch.
12 months old.
I can't.
She started walking at 7 months, apparently, crawling at 3 months. And she's just always shown interest in working out because she would always be in the gym with her daddy.
I was about to say she probably just see her daddy working out and was like, let me do that.
Right. He said that she picked up a dumbbell once when she was, 1? And did like a dumbbell snatch or something without him.
You know, when she started working out 3 years ago.
like she went, right.
I can't. She has her own little baby barbell and everything. Wow.
So, I mean, shout out to her.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
being fitness goals,
This
you
is
know.
so
Let me tell you
cute.
something. I hate it. Like, I
Wow.
hate working out. I just love the results more than I hate the workout.
I mean, that's really it. I exercise because I feel better
Right.
mentally and physically afterwards.
I
There
hate
are no other
lifting.
reasons.
I don't mind, like,
I love lifting. I hate conditioning. Get that bullshit out of here.
no.
Rowing, ski, running,
I'll take any
the
of that
death bike,
I will do that.
all of that shit has to go.
any day.
Give me
before
deadlifts
lifting
and back
weights.
squats and cleans and presses.
No,
yes.
thanks.
So we're the exact opposite.
But anyway, when you are in the gym,
She's
like
doing
me-
push-ups like it's nothing.
Yeah. When you're in the gym like me, on your spine, ready to ask God to just take you right then and there. And you just need a little bit of motivation to get you through. Go and find Precise.
Right.
We're guessing.
Think about
Princess
this 4-year-old, right, who is out here killing her
and
workouts.
get these clips of her doing it with a smile.
Right. She's
a
like,
young
oh, I love
legend.
this. Why don't you guys love this?
Like, what is your problem? I actually would like an at of this baby cussing me out
Yes.
when I complain.
I would pay.
I'd buy it.
Yes. Precise needs an app.
Precise, please. I hope that's this child's name.
really-
We're not
I
just
hope it is.
calling her whatever the
Yeah.
fuck we want to. Please make an app of you adorably cursing lazy old people out like me.
How cute.
I'll give you whatever you need
Oh
in
my
terms
God.
of finances.
This says she started to like take her talents to gymnastics. So just watch her be like the next Simone Biles. This child has a 6-pack. Wow. Good night. Bye. I'm turning this off.
Well, this week in our ratchetness, aka hot tops and the bottoms, who emoji them?
What have you been doing with your phone?
Nothing.
I don't believe you.
No, I've only said like Candace and emojis.
Okay. I like to troll Asante with him because he gets so mad.
I haven't really, like, I feel like it's too soon. I have to do it when you least expect it.
Yeah, niggas, if you have an ex, niggas are expecting you to come at them with crazy with hand emojis right now.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no, you should.
But only when I've got, like, the most fire, inappropriate... Like, I'm going to wait for you to be, like, in a meeting or at church or somewhere just real inappropriate and then send you the shit emoji, seeing the lyrics to, like, La Chat or something.
I'm going to do one with Cardi B's verse on Motorsport.
Oh, Trap Selena?
Oh, yeah. That whole the last 4 lines are everything. They're actually golden.
Speaking of Cardi B, she's nominated for 2 Grammy Awards.
Hey, go, bitch. I think SZA's nominated for 5.
SZA is the most nominated woman at the Grammys.
There's something else. Did you see her Instagram post today?
Yes, I did.
It was really sweet. I want her to update her phone, but it was really sweet.
The one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that... I didn't even know that there was an update for that phone. Until I think you're the one who told me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, the update came out like 2 weeks ago because, Apple was
I know it's been
up
out for a while, but... I think one day you were just like, oh, just update the phone.
Right. Dude, just because they have fixed that.
I don't remember anybody being like, hey, guys, we fixed it.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, they didn't give us like a push alert. That didn't happen.
You needed to.
No, they did. Because that was, what the fuck?
I mean,
it is the iPhone,
what
girl.
in ball sacks.
How did y'all do that?
I spent all of this money on this phone.
I don't get it.
And I can't
don't
use
talk to me
the
about
letter
that.
I.
Okay? Let's not even get fucking started.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Okay. Now, I know Apple has more money than the U.S. government, but there are standards.
Apparently, Despacito is the first Spanish language song to be nominated for Song of the Year or Record of the Year or something.
But is it nominated with or without Justin Bieber?
With.
See, that's why I will not be happy for it. It had to be the white boy come through and whiten it up and make it palatable for his people for it to get the nomination.
Apparently, the album of the year has no nominations for a white male artist this year.
Mm-hmm. For the first time since 99, I think. I think that's what I saw online. Oh, I
saw a tweet that said some shit like, why aren't liberals talking about the lack of diversity?
Bitch! Nobody's ever going to cry because white men got shut out of an awards ceremony. Be fucking serious. Y'all have it all.
You have the awards.
Like, yeah, only white people could deny everybody else access to everything from its inception and then be like, why won't you include us? What?
So, album of the year is Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love, Jay-Z's 444, Kendrick's Damn, Lord's Melodrama, which I didn't even know
that's my fucking album. That's my white fave, Lord. Yes, she is. My unproblematic white fave. I love that little girl. No, she is. She is. She surprises me every time. She just is like...
Until they don't.
No, she's just like, I don't think she's going to do it.
We
I
come on
really
here
don't.
And then we curse them. We say that we live for them. And then you give them at least
No, but I just don't think she's going to do
days,
it.
And then they fuck up.
No, because like a couple months ago, I don't know, the police killed another unarmed black man or something. And she was on Twitter talking about how this is so sick and gross and terrible. And white people are complicit in institutional racism and upholding racist power structures and shit. So I really don't think she is going to disappoint me, but fingers crossed because I love that little funny looking white girl a lot.
Also nominated is Bruno Mars' 24 Karat.
Yes. Low-key, that's the one I want to win.
I bet.
Because first of all, it slaps. It's good. I know how you feel about Bruno.
I don't have any feelings.
I know how you feel about Bruno.
I don't feel anything.
But the album is good.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. And I will be pissed if Jay-Z gets album of the year. I will.
Why?
Because I will not appreciate him being rewarded for an album about how he finally grew the fuck up and stopped cheating on my fave and decided to be like a decent husband. And having kids made him realize, maybe I shouldn't be shitty to my wife, who is nothing but like loving and devoted to me. I will be mad if he wins album of the year for that. But then also because Beyonce was denied for Lemonade, and it was fantastic.
Right.
And head and tails above 444. So the reasons are layered and complex. But I will be angry if he wins.
I kind of just want Damn to win.
I mean, Damn did not move me the way 24 Karat Magic did. I just love it. I'm sorry. I know you look so disappointed in my blackness.
Speaking of blackness, I just found out that Meghan Markle has some.
You literally just found out.
Mere days ago.
You were like, in Barbados, you were like, I'm sorry, is she black? What is this? What is the commotion about?
I have no idea. I just thought she was a pretty white girl or maybe Israeli.
You remember when they first started dating, it was all this hullabaloo?
Yes, but I figured it's just because like Prince... Which one is it? Harry. Yeah. Prince Harry has a girlfriend. Like, he's a prince. So I figured
it was definitely more the
dating.
She's a colored girlfriend.
I didn't look. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I don't really care about y'all's relationships. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, that's especially real. like celebrities, and then especially celebrities that I don't really care about or pay attention to. So Prince Harry having like this pretty girlfriend, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But then people just kept talking about it all the time, like black people.
Yeah, and black people are obsessed with this story.
Okay,
because people are like counting it as a win, you know, in this huge. All of the drama and bullshit with England and the royal family and black people, you know, just could have never been royalty. And now this girl is coming through and marrying a prince and all this. So people are like really invested. I personally don't super care. I will definitely be here for the wedding. Can't wait to see what she wears. Can't wait to see the parade of ridiculous hats and all that again. Like, that's all fun. But Meghan herself, I'm not trying to dissect this woman like I feel like the rest of the internet is.
You know what? I just finally figured out why it was so fascinating.
Right, because she has a black mama.
When that was announced, this engagement, I just saw all of these black girls posting about it on Instagram. That was the moment where I had to ask you, like,
why are black women so excited?
Okay, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that, like, I don't know. I don't care about this.
Well, I mean, so I get it because
I get it too.
Black, or she's mixed, and she refers to herself as mixed, not black or white.
Okay,
so
see, I didn't know
I will
that.
call her mixed race because that is the word she uses for herself, and she does that very deliberately. She wrote an essay, I want to say for Elle maybe, about how, you know, it was so hard growing up mixed because she lived in a rich white neighborhood and people thought her mom was a nanny and racism and all this other stuff. So she's very deliberate with her choice of words there, but also still like very much aware of like black people go through a lot of bullshit and I shouldn't be treated this way because I'm half black and da-da-da-da. So it's not like a Tamara. Which one of them married the Fox News nigga? Whichever one of them married the Republican, it's not like that, where she seems to be just kind of like abandoning her blackness to create some white utopian family.
Tamara said, yes, Remy, black love. And I love me some interracial love too, or something like that.
Oh my God.
I was like,
what?
Tamara, shush. Shush.
What?
Why would you say that?
We know you love interracial love.
We know your husband is white.
This is about black love.
Cool. Like,
right, no one cares.
You're biracial, I believe.
Right.
So, like,
you have a white daddy.
Nobody, okay.
That's another thing. Like, I know a lot of people, well, ignorant people, I saw this when we got back, were like, if she was really down with her blackness, then she would be marrying a black man and this. Well, first of all, ain't no black man Prince of
Wales
or whatever. Right. Yes. But also, her own damn daddy is white. How y'all surprised that she marry a man the same race as her father?
And honestly, nigga, which one of you niggas is stepping up to the motherfucking plate talking about she should marry that nigga just for the fucking culture?
Which one of y'all can like get Meghan Markle?
A prince that she met and actually fucking fell in love with. Right. Bitch, what?
Niggas are ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sorry. My homegirl introduced me to the fucking prince. Mm-hmm. And I'm supposed to be like...
But I'm going to hold out.
But let me just...
Because Marquise is going to come through one of these days.
I know one of these days he finna reply to my iMessage.
I always got the feeling Prince Harry was down with black girls. I don't know why. Not as a child, obviously, but he just seemed, even from a young age, to be kind of rambunctious and the one to fuck with the social norms or what he was expected to do. So this doesn't really surprise me.
I've never paid much attention to this family.
Oh no, I was obsessed with Princess Diana.
I've never
I loved
paid,
her.
Like, I don't...
Well, When she died, it was a huge thing.
I remember it.
And I just remember seeing those kids and just being like, oh my God, William and Harry, and them being like so small, and now they're just grown, and William has a wife and all these kids, and Harry's growing up, so it's kind of a sentimental
I do
thing.
remember them being like really small and shit on the news, but
yeah. I just can't wait for y'all's president to be mad when he doesn't get an invite. And the whole world is tweeting about it.
In the name of nuts, would anybody ever call him and say, please come to our wedding?
I truly hope they snub him. I really do.
Like,
they have to, please.
Why in the name of anything?
I don't think Meghan will let it happen.
We have like this wedding coming up. It's going to be super, super perfect. We were wondering if you could come and possibly ruin it.
Make it about yourself. We know you like to do that.
Whoever you want to. You have a plus infinity. And just come on, wreck our wonderful day. Why would they ever fucking do that?
Yeah, no, I hope they do not.
He will be pissed on Twitter as he is about everything the fuck else.
Right. He will be angry when the whole globe is tweeting about this story and not him. That's pretty much it. So.
Did you see him talking about Matt Lauer?
I could not believe. I said, now my nigga.
Of all of the shit.
It's one thing to get on Twitter and lie. But
damn well. Bitch, that you ain't up here.
You ain't got no room to talk about nobody else.
Musty dare you.
What is it, 13, 17 women who have talked about Donald Trump sexually assaulting them or mistreating them in one way or another? Girl, how do you have haven't we heard you on tape talking about you grab women by the pussy because when you're famous you can do that?
Who cares about you?
And then he came out the other day talking about that's not him on the Access Hollywood tape. Yes, he did.
Anyhow.
And Access Hollywood came back and was like, it absolutely is him.
Sweetie, shut your mouth. Like, I love that everybody's like CNN, Access Hollywood, Wendy's, whoever, LeVar Ball, shut your mouth. Nobody cares.
CNN said they're not going to whatever it is. The White House, I'm not a correspondence dinner. I don't know what it is. Something with the press, though. CNN was like, Donald Trump is just straight up calling us fake news every day. And so we're just not going because it seems counterproductive. And they didn't even invite April Ryan. But you know they hate her.
Next up. We can just skip through this real quick. Naya Rivera got arrested.
Her messy ass.
For punching her husband in the head and bottom lip. After they were reportedly arguing about their child. Sheriff's office says that she was drunk and belligerent. Busted him upside his motherfucking head. He apparently has video footage of it. And I'm just wondering if he was maybe making fun of her for not bathing or whatever it is that she does.
Right. You know, she likes to stay musty. She said, and she's put that on the rest of us, talking about black people don't bathe every day. Bitch, you don't bathe every day.
She said that showering every day is a white people thing.
Oh,
so really, she said everybody
Lies.
else.
Lies.
Like, just people of color in general.
Bitch, you got me fucked up.
Don't shower every day.
It is the exact opposite. White people be trying to hold on to their skin. Black people be like, get it off.
And on the television, on like a panel, she said this bullshit in front of people's faces.
Right, where everybody could hear.
It was that day that I knew it was something wrong with Naya Rivera.
Well, right. I mean, this is not the first time I've heard something crazy coming from Naya Rivera, and this is really fucked up. Like, domestic abuse or battery is not funny or cute just because you're a skinny, pretty, famous actress. And so I'm glad that her husband or ex-husband, because didn't she file for divorce? I think she did. Idea. Remember, they had set the wedding date. I think she and Big Sean, right? Had set a wedding date, and then they broke up, and she got married on that day anyway.
Yeah.
Right. She was just like, it doesn't, you in particular don't really matter.
No, my wedding is
walking down the aisle. Right. So, I don't remember where I was going with this. I need to put the Prosecco down, I think.
Well, you know, I've always believed that...
she's trash. Yeah, that's what I meant.
The devil's like hardest workers usually get rewarded. Big time.
Mm-hmm. Here on Earth they do.
Yes, here on Earth they do. And Phaedra Parks is living proof.
Right.
Because she's apparently signed a contract with Wilhelmina Models.
I think we talked about that for the Thanksgiving episode, didn't we?
Did we?
Well, yeah, very, very briefly. But we definitely did talk about that.
Well, she said that she has no problem being naked. She loves nudity and G-string.
What happened to I'm a Southern Belle and all about Jesus and God? And remember when, so now you have no problem with nudity, but remember when you lied about how pregnant you were because you were ashamed that you got pregnant out of wedlock?
She dips back and forth into how
I'm just saying,
thoughty she feels like she should be or anybody can be. I just don't want to see Phaedra in her highlight or anything.
And you won't.
I don't want to see.
She's not going to be in any campaigns. Be serious. What? Nobody is booking Phaedra.
There are so many boutiques on Peachtree. And I know that they have at least one or two of them that will reach out to whoever the contact is at Wilhelmina for Phaedra Park's number. Although they could probably just ride by her office and knock on the door.
I was going to say, what is she doing? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Is she still representing people in court?
Going to random birthday parties, saying hello to people.
You know, that's not going to happen. And you know why? Because bad bitches is a dime a dozen in Atlanta, and they all cheaper than Phaedra on top of that. You can go outside, throw a rock, and hit 10 pretty-ass girls with small waists and fat asses and pay them to come be your models. So, no.
Chrissy Teigen is apparently pregnant with another cherub.
So, oh my God, Luna is the cutest baby.
What is that?
Did you see the pigtails that she put her in? She posted a picture like Luna's first pigtails.
She looks like a painting.
My heart is melting out of my fucking chest. She is so cute. Oh my God, she is so cute.
She looks like of her, a pastry. Like she's like a little.
She's right. She's just like a little. She's a little doll baby. Like you can't even believe she's
doll baby.
Like you are just a little beignet person. Like I just want to.
How do you? Exist?
I just want to pet you, right, and put you somewhere soft so you don't break.
So she posted like a video on Instagram, like pointing to her belly and asking the baby, "What's in there?" And the baby said, "Baby."
So that is a very good toddler impression.
Oh my goodness. You know, I've really been thinking about getting into like voiceover.
You should.
I'd love to do cartoons and things.
I would too. But that was a great toddler you did. I got to work on my accents though. My Bayesian. Not okay, you didn't have to do that. That was unnecessarily rude.
No, you did not have to do that.
I've been trying. I have really been trying.
You don't have to.
If I can't get a British accent down, though, it's curtains, because I feel like that's the number one.
That's just the one I want. I want that. No, I want that in French.
I feel like my French accent is probably better than my British one.
You speak French, bitch. Like,
I'm just saying, I think it's probably marginally better.
So congrats to her, I guess. I learned through this that...
No? Didn't sound good?
I'm so sorry to all of y'all out across the pond.
Thanks.
I learned that pregnancy is not only 9 months of
10
physical torture. 10, yes.
40
that's
weeks.
Actually a fact.
40 weeks.
Yeah.
I think that first month you just kind of skate by.
Yeah.
Like, whoop, pregnant who?
Yeah, whatever. She asked if it's normal to get bigger faster with your second baby. And I learned through the power of the internet and Refinery 29 that it actually is.
Oh, yeah, and absolutely.
Hormones.
I can't believe she didn't know that.
Something called relaxin that causes joints, ligaments, and muscles to loosen and allow the uterus to grow and make room for the fetus.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
biology.
Your body and ligaments and joints are literally just shifting around through the power of God and science.
Right.
A combination. Just has to like your body rearranges itself.
To accommodate the baby,
a person can be in there.
It does.
And then after the baby is born, the uterus retains some extra size. So basically, it doesn't go all the way back to normal.
You're not telling me this for like, you're not breaking news to me.
No, I'm saying this because, my God, what on earth?
Well, you see women who give birth and they still look like 3 or 4 months pregnant. Like, yeah, it doesn't just...
No, like when you're pregnant again... You get bigger faster because it's not all the way, like you don't go all the way back.
Right. So you start showing earlier.
Your joints are still a little bit loose because of the first time that you created
Everything's still a little bit loose, to be honest.
and your uterus is larger.
Yeah. It's true. All of that is true.
That
so congratulations to Chrissy Teigen.
Heinous.
Is it heinous? It's not so bad.
No, it's not. It's magical and awesome and great. I'm just like, my God, it sounds like
so much.
The worst fucking shit to have to go through for people to be like, when you gonna have a baby? Like, you're taking too goddamn long. You're already 22 years old and you ain't been like, I'm sorry, when am I going to have a full-on stranger rearrange the body I've known my whole life just so it can move in
you just gonna have
for the majority of the fucking year?
Yeah,
that's what you're asking me? For somebody to enter my panic room and just take a
Not
shot
your panic room,
and just stay there?
You are so dumb.
And oof.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Like inviting somebody to come fuck up your internal organs and your outer everything for at least 9 months.
I'm gonna stop. I know that there's so many people out there who like they would love to be super pregnant a million times over. So
yeah, I mean, I want to have a baby eventually, but if it doesn't work out, then it just doesn't work out.
I'm just saying that like there should be a greater appreciation for pregnancy and pregnant women and the whole act of growing a life.
Yeah, well, there isn't because women are the ones who
sounds torture. I don't even
primarily experience.
I don't even like getting my hair cut. You have to like sit still for
my God,
such a long
Why do I think that every time I get my brows threaded, I'd be like, this hurts. So how much worse would childbirth be? Childbirth scares the shit out of me. Pregnancy doesn't. Childbirth does. Childbirth
that sounds like yes, the worst part.
Yeah, because I mean, imagine the pain. Imagine tearing.
We've been over this.
Imagine people having to sew your meat sacks back together.
I could talk about this all
your meat flaps
day. All day.
It's so much. It's so much. The pain. God, I'm afraid. But I know so many women who have done it, so I guess I will too.
Yeah, and like willfully go and do it again and stuff. So it must be awesome.
Yeah, maybe. I guess. I mean, I think people just have kids and then fall in love with their children and they forget all the shittiness of pregnancy and childbirth, and so they do it again.
But see, then I also like hate children, so that is another reason where I'm just like, oh my gosh, in the end, then you have to like raise this ungrateful ass motherfucker.
True.
And it's like, what do you get out of
it? Has to be different when they're your own. It must be like, this is so fulfilling and I'm so happy to spend all my time and money on you and not have anything for myself or do things in my own interest.
Had to hear about McDonald's every fucking day.
You have to watch Dory on repeat
like,
or
what
what
the
fuck
even
ever.
Give you no fucking McDonald's with that fucking raggedy ass
How do you even
Reggie
know what McDonald's is?
In the kindergarten. Let you have a McNugget.
Oh no.
And now I have to hear
and now your baby is fucked up for life.
That's how it happened.
Oh, yeah. Congrats to Chrissy and John. I love the two of them.
Also pregnant, apparently, is Princess Love.
Really? I thought Brandy was their surrogate.
So she posted, like, her baby bump.
Okay, good. Cute.
On Instagram. This is after Moniece posted on... She posted on Instagram, here, I'll answer all your surrogacy questions for you. Yes, Brandy is carrying the baby for them. Her hormones must be raging because aside from her already being off her rocker, she's losing her mind. Isn't that the same?
Yeah, I kind of think it is. It sounds like synonyms. Synonyms. Send
my mom one more text that you claim you sent me. And I guess it's a fair fade since she's always publicly denying her pregnancy.
Why is Brandy texting Moniece's mama? What?
I don't know. But you know, there's something about Moniece saying that Brandy convinced her brother to go off of his meds. And then he was having like episodes where they couldn't find him.
What?
And then they were just on Dr. Phil, I think.
Brandy and Ray J? Oh, Moniece and her brother. Oh, I was like, so Ray J's on medication. That explains a lot. Huh? And so Brandy told him to stop taking them pills, huh?
No, she told Moniece's brother to stop taking them pills.
Why is Brandy at all involved with these nobodies?
I have no idea.
That's what I don't get. Do you realize you're like legendary status all on your own?
But
you're
I think
literally
that they
too
like
good for these people?
all have known each other for a long, long time.
Okay, well, sometimes you outgrow niggas. Beyonce outgrew niggas. Cut niggas off, made niggas sign NDAs, just stop calling bitches back, all type of shit. Like, at some point, you got to elevate. If niggas not growing with you and you know, reaching new heights and shit like you are, matching your speed and your tempo and shit, let them hoes go. I'm drunk.
Speaking of, you haven't even finished the glass.
But, no, I've refilled it 4 times. Are you serious?
I guess I'm drunk.
Look at the bottle. I drank so much.
That's right. That seems about accurate.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys.
So speaking of outgrowing niggas, Cameron and Mace hit the blogs this past week.
No.
Because they're back to feuding. So, all right, Cameron, I feel like I'm in.
They really had a beef in the first place?
I've never really understood. You know, I feel like if I grew up here, then maybe I'd have like a stronger understanding of what this is about.
Yeah.
But I've always been aware of like weird tensions between Mace and like Cam. Mm-hmm. And then I think that Jim Jones would be into it with Mace a lot in defense of Cameron and
well, you know, I don't know.
All of that shit. So Cam recently put out a mixtape called The Program. On the very first song, he said something about how he used to have to hide Mace or protect him, take him home safe because he was hiding from some nigga. And like Mace used to pay him to like protect him or watch out for him or something like that. Like basically he just kind of like took a couple of shots at him on this song.
Cool.
Mace decided then to release a full diss record, like 4 minutes and some change of,
oh Lord,
I'm just gonna say bars.
Okay.
Like I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah,
like
it's flames.
I'm never really sure where Mace falls when it comes to like scripture. You know, I don't know like if he's on, you know, on somebody's stage at church. I don't know if he's like preaching still or if I feel like he goes back and forth between the Lord's house and
I hope he's done lying about
Rhapsody the Basement.
He can't still be lying about being like ordained and the Lord told him to be a priest. Please tell me he's not still doing that.
No, it couldn't possibly be because he's making rap songs talking about Cameron fucked his own sister.
What?
That's what he said.
Now, today? In 2017, he said.
Well, I don't know. This is what he said on the song today. The song that just
now,
came
I know
out.
you do. I know you don't think I listened to a Mace song. I know you don't think that.
You should listen to it.
Really?
I quite enjoyed it.
Okay, remind me one more time what it's called.
I mean, it's called The Oracle.
Oh, wow.
Cameron has already responded on some song called, what the fuck is the shit called? Lunch?
Wow. Mace says he won unanimously in battle.
Oh, girl, please.
Oh, God. Of course he called in the Ebro with this. I want to hear Cam's response to this.
You want to hear Cam's response to it?
Yeah, to the diss record, yeah.
Dinner time is what the response is called.
All up in the kitchen in my heels? Dinner time? Because if it samples Beyonce, then I definitely have to hear it.
You are drunk. Why the fuck would Cameron respond to Mace with a sample of Countdown? Specifically the line saying, all up in the kitchen in my heels.
Dinner time.
That was
just
so
saying.
off.
No, I am drunk. No, what? I can't sing. Who cares? Niggas know I can't sing.
I'm talking about me, bitch.
Oh, well, me also.
Both of us, neither one of us have singing talent.
Right. Where's Kia?
Anyways, whatever. Neither one of us care about this.
We don't.
Thing.
We do not care about this.
It was exciting. It was exciting to, you know, try and be super northern with you guys. We're so East Coast now.
Oh my goodness.
And like super excited
We are
about
so
this.
East Coast now. Have you noticed we don't complain about the cold anymore?
I mean, after 5 frigid years.
But we used to come in here from every like November to March and be like, fuck New York.
Winter time. We've got like another 5 months.
But it's been 53 degrees since we got back from Barbados. And I'm like, this ain't so bad.
Time.
I'm just saying.
Are we even officially into winter yet?
Right. It's not even winter yet. Like, you have to wait till January for the real shit to go down in New York.
If we're like in February and we're still giving 53, then I will give God all of the glory. I mean, I'm going to give it to him.
But I'm thankful now, right? Because all I need is a hoodie to go outside. I guess because I've learned to layer, and cold just isn't cold no more. Because when I lived in Oklahoma, 53 degrees meant strapping the fuck up in like my heaviest coat. Where are my boots? Like, fuck you, bitch. 53 degrees? What kind of weather is that? But in New York, I'm like, oh, what? I can go outside in my flip-flops. This is fine.
It'd be 53 degrees for 2 weeks in Miami, and all the bitches be outside in Uggs.
In furs.
With the furry, with the little testicles that hang off the side. You know them Ugg boots that got the two balls?
Yes, bitch, and I refuse to buy them. Like, I will not get them.
I don't.
That reminds me of going to Houston for Christmas a couple years ago, and I think it was like 63 degrees, and bitches had on fur coats. I said, y'all need to chill.
It is unnecessary.
Where do you even get a fur coat in Houston?
Like, bitch, okay, you got cousins up north. Cool. Like, we get it. You have a reason for this fur, but it is not here. Take it off.
It's not.
You look crazy.
I think I'm just getting really used to the cold weather. I think my body is.
Me too. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And I just give God glory for having, a place with heat that I can stay at
all day long if necessary. Right.
I thank him for the ability to say, oh, is that snow? Well, I won't be going outside this week.
Because that is a privilege.
It is a privilege that you really have to acknowledge, never take for granted.
No, never. Because we could be right back out here with regular jobs in a minute.
Bitches have to work in the snow. Like, their job literally is to be...
And New York don't shut down because it snows.
No.
Bitch, please. It could be 2 feet of snow outside, and they'll be like, if the trains are running, then you need to have your black ass at work.
There's places like...
Period.
Certain parts of Florida, like Atlanta, maybe they get like a little drizzle of snow that immediately... like dries up by the time it hits the pavement, and they're like, school's canceled. Don't come to work.
Heard there was a little bit of ice on the road, so we're gonna be shut down for the next week.
Everything is canceled. Don't come out.
I miss that about the South.
Up here, there's a blizzard. Everything is broken. No one can see.
And the mayor's like, it's another Tuesday. You bitches better go to work.
Sally, I'll have my coffee. Thanks. What the fuck is your problem?
Oh, you gonna be late to work? Stop by Pret and pick me up some oatmeal before you come in.
New York is like that horrible ex that like doesn't want to see you with anybody else but treats you like garbage. Because I was just thinking of so many other places that would probably be so much more satisfying for me to live.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
Like Los Angeles.
And I'm just living. Yeah,
I feel like you would really love LA.
I think I would.
But you're here anyway.
But here I am, paying rent right here.
Right.
That's happening.
New York, it can really be a bitch, so. But I kind of love this place at the same time.
It's, it's got its ashiness.
It's a barnacle on my shoulder that I kind of love. Like, I don't really want to take it off because at this point it would hurt too much.
It's like a sexy scar.
I'm used to it, right? You're like, whoa, what an ugly time in my life.
Right.
But I'm going to cherish it anyway.
I've grown so much more from that wound.
Oh, there you go. Look how deep we are.
We are really powerful.
Oprah, call us. We could easily replace Iyanla.
You know who else is deep?
I have mammy titties and everything.
B.O.B.
Bitch. All right, cut it off. That's it for hot tops and frigid bottoms. We're taking a break.
This nigga said. So this is apparently something that happens like almost a month ago, but I'm just hearing about it this past week because each and every single one of y'all sent this to me. This nigga posted some hotep shit on Instagram of some nigga talking about how the white man changed space and time.
We're not doing that.
So that niggas would be, what did he said, oh God, he's pronounced disoriented wrong, I feel like.
Did he really? Wait, what was this about? Was this the spaceship thing?
Because elders always told us that all the original places, each one of them was original places, place names of places over here. And was at a later date transferred overseas to confuse us, because when the European came to power, what he did was change up chronology and geography, or the time-space coordinates. This Disorientated.
The time space.
Disorientate. That's what she said.
The time space coordinates.
He
What are
said
those?
they changed geography.
Well, they kind of did, because that
I
nigga
mean, that
Columbus
is-
did think he had found India. He thought he had found India, which is why we call these people Indians.
But he's trying to say that these niggas moved shit around space-time coordinates.
I won't deal with that. I won't.
And then this nigga B.O.B. posts video of a map.
No, I won't do that.
I don't even know how to word this, but it's basically like a compass, I guess, in the corner of this map.
Okay.
But it's like upside down. So the way he's recording it is almost like to imply that
Now I gotta find
nobody knows where north is, or it's like some dumb shit. The map is literally just like, what is it? Louisiana Purchase Exposition. It's like a carnival or something.
Bitch.
And it's literally just stating that this direction is north, and like, nigga, what? Like, you didn't find some ancient artifact that is proving that white man created some sort of conspiracy in what direction is which? Like, what? What is wrong with this nigga? Anyway,
This is about the slavery thing, right?
this is the caption.
Okay.
They say slavery lasted 400 years. America is only 250 years old.
Right, nigga.
Which,
Meaning slavery happened before America was established as its own independent nation.
America is only 250
Which we all
years old.
know. What slaves fought in the...
See, the problem is that you went to your fucking
High school?
schools.
High school.
And they brainwash you into believing what the white man wants you to believe.
Oh, about the Revolutionary War?
You ever seen a slave ship? They can find a billion-year-old dinosaur bone, but can't find any slave ships.
What? What does that
So
have to...
this nigga is saying that because he's never seen a slave ship before, that slavery never fucking happened, and it couldn't, like the conspiracy is that white America discombobulated directions.
I'm pretty sure, first of all, that we have definitely found remnants of slave ships.
Oh, they're all over the world in like various museums.
But also, does he think an entire, like, generations and generations of our elders were lying to us about what we went through?
I don't know.
Because most of the, like, horrific shit I've heard about white people in slavery has come directly from my ancestors. Directly from, starting with my great-grandmother. So I cannot fathom why did he think all the niggas got together and was like, let's get in on the joke. We're just going to tell everybody that slavery was a thing. Like, you know what? I'm
Harriet
trying to make
Tubman was
sense out of
actually
nonsense.
a paid actress.
I'm trying to
That's
make
what they
sense out of
don't want you to
nonsense.
know.
What a fool. Is it still...
Bitch,
Let me find his Instagram. This can't be real.
I don't even know. Pray for this child. I mean, what could you possibly be? America is only 250 years old. Do you know how old this piece of fucking land is?
Right.
And nigga,
Do you think this land only popped up 250 years ago?
Nigga, did you think that they made slave ships out of Wolverine's claws, bitch? Adamantium or whatever that fucking metal is called? They were wooden.
I can't. I don't understand this at all.
They old, bitch. Like, the fuck? What are you talking about? You can Google things.
Slavery is happening right now in this world. So for you to be like a slavery denier, especially like a Black American descendant of people who were enslaved in this country, and to deny that because you ain't never seen a slave ship, even though if you Googled slave ships, you would find some information that would help you out.
I mean, it's so easily.
I can't. Is he on your sick or shut in list now? Is he like Tyrese?
I'm just going to go ahead and drop him in there because this is just too much.
Something's wrong.
The flat earth thing was strange enough.
That was trash.
But there are so many other people that you can find on like Reddit or wherever the fuck else that will back you up and wear your shirt and do whatever the fuck it is that you've got in terms of the flat earth movement.
Yeah.
Your whole entire black ass going anywhere trying to deny slavery took place because you've never seen a slave ship before is so fucking stupid.
No, it is. There's no nicer way of saying it. It's just fucking ignorant, nigga. Really? So everybody's lying to you then. What is the... Why would anybody make up a story like slavery? Why? And then for the whole fucking globe to go along with it? That sounds more plausible to you than it actually happened. And then the reason being that dumb too. Because I ain't never seen... Have you ever seen a slave ship? I ain't seen too many ships, period. Much less a slave one.
What are you talking about, bitch?
That does not mean it didn't happen, you dumbass. He sounds like Tyrese. He really does. Talking about, oh yeah, Will and Jada never promised me $5 million. No shit, they didn't. No fucking shit, they didn't do that.
I've never seen Australia before. So for all I know,
either.
It isn't even there.
The globe says it's an island somewhere over yonder.
But you know what? The white
really
man
exist.
made that globe. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Stay woke.
And it's actually like real flat, like them rectangle pizzas you get at Pizza Hut and shit.
And if
like,
you look at it with your third eye.
Absolutely, you have to. I mean, this nigga is a nutcase, like through and through.
Damn,
that's
BLB,
pretty just
happened?
The end of it.
What happened to beautiful girls all over the world? What
that was her?
Called? Yeah.
Oh,
they
that
got
was
nothing,
him and Bruno Mars.
Nothing on you. Yes. Oh, that's why I liked it. Damn,
I guess it was.
Fucked up.
And that was before his Jigaboo era.
Well,
but I mean, B.O.B.'s Twitter has gems like
sad place.
Earth is not a place, it's a state of mind. The subconscious mind existed before the Earth program.
What the fuck does that mean?
Although
the Earth program?
Although some people were born here, in quotation, it is not actually what it appears to be.
What?
He posted a meme that says a mental construct called Earth, created by collective unconscious.
Okay, Earth is not a mental construct. Earth is a real physical construct that we are all on right now. Earth is not a figment of anyone's imagination. It is a real planet. We're on it right now.
Y'all need to stop shitting on strippers. They hold a piece to the puzzle.
What the fuck? All right. I'm done.
You ever wonder why villains always have to have an evil laugh? The egos want to survive here so bad. It's an illusion. That's the trick. You're not on Earth. I'm just reading his last tweets of this is the past 10 days.
So nobody is gonna come see about him then. Y'all just gonna let him tweet like this.
He's not on Earth. Where are they supposed to go?
I'm just saying, somebody who loves this nigga has to be like, okay, that's we're gonna put the phone down. We're just going to put it down.
Really what it is his dealer should be held responsible. At some point,
what are you giving this nigga?
Whatever it is.
You've got to stop.
That you making at home with some Fabuloso and an easy bake oven.
Because let me tell you what it's not, is weed. That is not marijuana.
I don't know what you're making.
We will make you go to sleep at the
worst. A dash
worst.
of Pine Sol and some Herbalife.
You just cooking all kind of shit in your kitchen.
Get that out of here.
Not Herbalife. You tossing it with some flat tummy tea, like, whoa, this one is gonna fuck the girls up.
Just a shot of flat tummy tea.
And Biden, hoes love long hair.
Well, that's just about it this week for Hot Tops and the Bottoms who rinsed for them. Shout out to the bidet that was in my
oh yeah, the bidet.
I used a bidet for the first time.
No, you used it.
I did.
How was that?
I named it Jerome.
You named the bidet. You named the bidet Jerome.
We're great friends.
Well, yeah, now y'all are, I'm sure, because he's seen the most intimate part of you.
What? I have to have one now.
Really?
What a gift.
Huh.
A kiss on the rose.
You never have to buy Fleet again type of thing. Baby!
I don't care who laugh, who don't. That was funny.
This is why we're not supposed to drink when we tape this fucking show.
That was good to my soul.
All right.
All right, let's take a break.
Lord. Hey guys, reproductive rights are human rights, and Planned Parenthood invites you to join them in the fight for affordable birth control for all, because access to birth control should not be a luxury. 62.4 million people across the country benefit from birth control, including me. And the Trump administration recently rolled back their birth control coverage, allowing employers to deny insurance on religious or moral grounds. This is happening right now. And if you think birth control should be a right, not a privilege, then it's time to get loud. Get involved by texting READ to 22422. No one should be able to take away your access to birth control, not politicians and not your boss. So again, text READ to 22422, and Planned Parenthood will periodically text you ways to fight back. Message and data rates may apply. Let them know you mean business with Planned Parenthood and the READ, and let's move on.
Okay, so we're back. It is now time for listener letters.
Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may just read them aloud on the show. Lord, there's always so much in this. You know what? Let's just start with a lesbian. Her name is...
It's always a healthy choice.
No, yeah, her name's Andy. And Andy says, I'm a 24-year-old woman. My girlfriend's 26, and we've been dating for close to a year. We've lived together since June. I love the shit out of her, and she's the only person I've ever been able to see myself having a future with, but a problem has come between us. Mm-hmm. One of her best friends is a past lover from college.
Of course.
I just love the word lover. They talk almost every day. We've talked about their history together multiple times, and she says it's like they're two completely different people from when they dated and never even think about their past relationship. Mm-hmm. It was a friends with benefits type situation where the friend was using my lady even though she knew it was destroying her. They reconciled a couple years after graduating and have been close friends ever since. Mm-hmm. This friend now lives 10 hours away from us, and they text often. When I ask who she's texting with while we're chilling at home or out to dinner, she gets annoyed with me and says I shouldn't have to relay my entire conversation when it's not interesting to you or about anything important. I know she's right, and I really do trust her, but our communication styles are so different. I only have a few friends I talk to regularly, and she has many friends from college who message her constantly throughout the day. Am I wrong for letting this bother me? Why can't I let the history she has with her friend go? Thanks, Andy.
And
I
mean, you've got trust issues, I guess. Here's the thing. So many of y'all write in here and be talking about, I trust her, I trust him, and I really do trust her, and I have all of the trust in him.
You really don't.
And then you're like, what do I do? Because I don't trust this bitch. That's essentially what you're fucking asking. If you trusted her, you wouldn't even be asking us for anything. What do you mean? Like,
because there would be nothing to ask, really.
There would be nothing to ask besides, I guess, the fact that you're annoyed that she'd be texting people all day long. But I mean, I don't really see the problem. If she has a different way of interacting in a friendship than you do, then that just kind of is what it is. If you feel like neglected or you feel like you don't have, a strong enough connection or bond with her because of the constant texts from the friends, then I guess that's one thing. And that's like a separate conversation. Mm-hmm. But you sound more concerned about the past relationship that she had with this best friend. Oh,
definitely. The fact that they used to fuck around is fucking with you.
Right. So that's just the thing where you're going to have to ask yourself what you're going to do. Are you going to let it bother you to the point where you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to be in this relationship, or are you going to just suck it up and live your life and be comfortable? Because here's the thing. If it becomes an issue where she starts to fuck around with her past, you're going to find out. Like, that's just the thing. You're going to find out one way or the next. You don't even have to be.
She told you the truth about it.
Right. But, I mean, that doesn't mean she's going to tell you the truth about every fucking thing. But
that's also true, but the friend lives 10 hours away. So if she was cheating, I think you would know.
She doesn't have to be cheating. Listen.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Somebody with feelings.
It's not like it's not impossible for this to happen.
No, it's not impossible, but...
And they don't necessarily have to be in the same place at the same time.
You either going to trust her or you're not.
That's essentially where I'm going with this.
Cool.
You're either going to trust her or you're not. You already talking about you trust her, although you're not clearly telling us the truth. But If you're deciding that that's what you're going to do, leave it alone. Stop pressing it. Don't let it affect you. And you know what I'm saying? God forbid something goes left, you will cross that bridge when you get to it.
Right.
And then you get to raise double hell because the bitch lied to you and did all of this other shit and tried to make you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can really dig deep and get really into the, like, you drive that knife in.
You can be so righteous in this breakup.
Right, exactly. Because you can be like, I could have been going through your phone. I could have been that type of bitch that did this.
But no, I
and followed
trusted
you
your
around.
bitch ass.
I could have been, you know, in fetal position in your trunk when you was going off the Cheesecake Factory with your bitches, but I didn't do none of that shit, bitch. And how dare you do this shit? Like, you could really get the upper hand in that argument. But if it's really gonna fuck with you that deep, then I guess you could go ahead and say, hey, I don't like this shit, so what, you want to leave me? Because I don't really know what other choice you got.
I mean, I'm friends with a couple of my exes. And so if I was dating somebody who really had an attitude because I'm texting somebody that I used to fuck around with in like 2008, I'm going to be like, okay, well, you can move around. Because it's just ridiculous to think that it's ridiculous to be in a relationship with somebody you don't trust, period. Like,
right, period.
The fact that we used to fuck around or whatever, it is what it is. A lot of people are friends with exes or people that they used to sleep with. But if you don't trust me to not go out here fucking around on you, then we don't have no business being together. We should just be in a situationship, which actually sounds so ideal.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all dislike them so much because they sound perfect.
Because they're temporary.
Right. That is my whole point.
Yeah, but they don't usually end.
You get you a little fake relationship. You'd fuck around with somebody for a little while and do like little date shit with until you find somebody you really want to be with, and then you go be with them. How is that not perfect? What? So
it doesn't usually end up going like that.
Well, that's because people never want to accept the truth. Bitches be sending emails like, he told me as soon as we started dating that we wasn't going to have feelings for each other and this was never going to be a real thing, but now I'm in love and how do I get him to be with me? No, it doesn't work like that. So if you don't trust me in our relationship context, regardless of my history with my friends, then we just shouldn't be together. So I would suggest to you to get over this like quickly, because I feel like your insecurity is clouding your judgment here about the whole situation. And then if it turns out that you had a reason to be suspicious in the first place, then, you know, like Kid Fury said, do that and go all in and be like, wow, bitch, really? You really had me out here looking like this. You really did. But until then, I mean, if she hasn't given you a reason to not trust her, then trust her. So good luck to you. Let us know how it turns out. Our next question comes from Neil. His email says homo for the holidays, which I love.
I mean, this could go just a few ways.
He says, I'm 31 years old. I am an out and proud queer black man who lives in Indianapolis, and I am bringing my boyfriend John home to Dallas for Christmas for the first time to spend the holiday at my parents' house.
Oh, God.
We will be staying at a hotel most of the time except for Christmas Eve when we will stay with my parents.
That's for the best.
My parents are generally cool about me being gay, and they have met and got along with my boyfriend, so there's no issue there. But a few days ago, my mom texted me out the blue and told me that while we are welcome to stay at their house, we will have to sleep in separate beds because my dad won't be okay with it otherwise. Upon reading her text, I instantly got upset and I haven't responded to her because I don't know what to say. My knee-jerk response was to be petty and say, fine, we'll stay somewhere else. But I decided not to say that for the time being because I am sure that will hurt her feelings and I'm trying to keep the peace. I am smart enough to recognize that she is the one who has a problem with it and is using my dad as a cop-out because my dad is not particularly religious, whereas she is. I love my mom.
See mama
right. Being
too.
like, oh, your daddy not
your
happy.
Daddy's you.
Meanwhile, your daddy is like, what?
Right. He heard nothing about
Two
this.
bads for who? In Trump's America, I am tired of bigoted, homophobic fuck shit, and I am close to cussing my mom out. What would you do? Should I just suck it up and sleep in separate beds or not stay there at all? Please help. Thanks, Neil.
I'm not sleeping. It's not even that I would be more uncomfortable with the fact that I don't get to sleep with my nigga in the house or whatever. I would be more uncomfortable with my nigga having to be by himself
in my
parents' house. Right. Like, nah.
Oh, I don't know who's gonna come in here and say something crazy to you.
I don't know how it's petty to be like, well, we're just gonna stay somewhere else. That's exactly what I would say. and what I would do.
Yeah,
unless
it's
I
not
know
petty.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? If I
Right.
know I can't afford to, or there ain't nowhere to go, or whatever, then I know that that's not an option for me. I'm going to shut my black ass up. But
Right, but otherwise, it's not particularly petty to be like, me and
Okay,
my
well,
partner are
cool.
just gonna stay somewhere else since y'all have these weird rules. So,
especially if you have, well, I don't know, obviously, but especially if you have like siblings
right,
who may date or whatever, and they have no problem with them doing
bringing
and stuff like
somebody,
that.
right?
Because I know that there are so many like queer men and women who, when it comes to their dating life, their family is real like keep it at a distance or don't bring that shit up at all.
Yeah, my family doesn't talk about the fact that I date women at all. We do not address that topic ever.
But with everyone else, it's just kind of like, yeah, you know, Tyrone is here. He got his 6 kids. 2 of the baby mama showed up, but
Well, everybody's expected to keep the peace.
there was a big blow up on Facebook last week,
Of course
so the
there
rest of
was.
them could not make it.
Oh,
But you know, the family is together. Like, that's never an
Right.
issue to talk about. Openly, everybody's cool
True,
with that. But I
true.
can't sleep in the bed with my nigga.
don't get
Well,
me
I'm not
started.
coming home.
Don't get me started. I would
And your
say.
turkey dry. I'm just kidding.
So now you're just being rude.
No, you are the rude one.
I would say if this is their rule for everybody who is unmarried, then fine.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
that's how my people are. If you are unmarried, you are not spending the night in the same bed in their house. It
That
is what
is-
it is. And
yes.
you can go to the Motel 6 if you have
That-
a problem with it.
I agree.
So if it's just a straight up, these people aren't married, so they're not sharing a bed thing, as antiquated as that may be, that is
That-
their house
right.
and they can make that rule.
Right.
But if it's just y'all's gay asses can't be sliding dicks inside each other overnight or whatever, then fuck that, because that's rude. What?
And honestly, if in a Carrie Hilson perfect world,
Oh no. Well, that isn't perfect at all, is it? it's a little sad, isn't
I
it?
was staying at my parents' house with my partner.
I can't imagine doing that.
There is no way
I would not do that.
that when I tell you that I would get your ass, do not touch me right
All
now.
right. Sleep. Turn that way when you sleep, and
You
I'm
know
gonna turn
what?
this way.
Don't look at me.
Don't even touch
Do
me.
not look
We're
over
not
there.
cuddling.
Move it. We are here to prove a point.
Because
and
if
that
my
is
mama walk in here, right, she needs to know that we're not just horny
it.
lesbians
You stop it right now. Like,
fucking all day.
get off of me. I'm not doing
So
it. There's
real.
no way I'm fucking
Yeah,
my parents'
no,
house.
I'm not doing it. Not at this age. So yeah, I'm too old for that. I'm
can't
too
do
old to sneak around.
I have my
I
own
will
home to have
just
sex in.
I will just book a hotel room, and honestly, that's probably the move anyway, because y'all get to go kick it with family, eat, get drunk, whatever, and then go back to your hotel room and have some real fun.
And then have the real party.
Right, exactly. So
What?
yeah, if it's not something that they would do for everybody, then just go ahead and hit her with the girl. We won't be staying for Christmas Eve.
Right.
I'm sure they want the whole cute family moment, Christmas morning, everybody gathered around, having coffee with Baileys in it. Maybe that's just my family, and
mean,
watching these kids open the
Say
presents.
hello. Like,
Me and my auntie have a love for coffee, like a deep, deep adoration for coffee, and that's what
Bailey's
we do on
and rum
Christmas
cream
Day.
is just what Christmas is about in my
Yeah,
house.
right, exactly. Well, Christmas is for children. Christmas is not for
sorrow.
my grown ass.
I've never liked sorrel. Y'all could take my island card if you want to.
The fact that I
hate
thought you
it.
were saying sorrow instead of sorrow.
I hate it.
I've never tried it.
I hate
What
it.
it tastes like? Cough syrup?
It tastes like it tastes like witch's brew. I don't even know how to
does
tell.
that
Like, it's
mean?
like gingery and spicy for no damn reason, and like it tastes like flowers. It's just weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I used to always hate because Jamaicans make like, I shouldn't say just Jamaicans, but my family, Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? They will make like a Olympic swimming pool amount. Like it's just like they
Is it
make
alcoholic?
So I mean, yes, it can be, but it's up to, you know, how your family do. Now
Gotcha.
ours, we've got two. You know, there's an alcoholic batch and then there's one without. But
Okay.
they would make so much of it and then put it in like clear containers, like them big like gallons
Yeah.
of Hawaiian punch with
Yeah.
a label or something ripped off.
I love that.
And so when I was a kid, I would go in there and be like, "Oh, grape juice, my favorite of the juices,"
Get your feelings hurt.
and get my fucking face cracked and my throat is burning with that nasty.
You
ass
knew when there
juice.
wasn't no label on that gallon.
I learned fast. That's when I started to take that cap off and sniff. And then my mama cussed me out and told me not to do that. We're like, well, if you would just like labels, anything help.
You should go in there with a Sharpie and just start writing sorrel on it. Like,
right,
y'all
exactly.
Quit lying to me.
Niggas know I love grape juice. Fuck.
Your mom was like, little nigga, you better learn to read. This don't say juice the grape. So you better chill out.
Hello?
Nobody said it was grape.
Nothing.
Nothing along the lines. So why did you drink it? Why did you open it? That's your fault.
If staying in a hotel is convenient and comfortable for you, then that's what it would be for me.
And spring for a nice one. That way y'all can go back to the room and just feel luxurious.
Right.
Get you a big ass one with a big ass tub where both of y'all can get in there with some bubble bath and have you a Merry Christmas.
And you probably have not your mama or daddy or sibling. You probably got at least a couple cousins that follow you on social media somewhere, so post your ass off. Go in spring for like a massage or something, get them towels wrapped around your head and piss everybody off.
I don't know if my cousins follow me online or not. I feel like they don't.
I have a few cousins that do. Hey, y'all.
I don't think they... Oh, no, they definitely don't. No, I don't. Maybe on Instagram or something, but for the most part...
The cousins that follow me, the ones I know of anyway, can keep their fucking mouths shut. They don't be calling houses. Let me tell you what
young ones follow me on like Twitter, like the ones who are like 23 and 20, that age range. They follow me on Twitter, but the rest of them are just like pretty much exclusively on Facebook. So I don't think they...
As long as nobody's calling my mama house and talking about, so your son was on there talking about eating ass again.
Your son was just on Instagram Live.
Shaking his
ass.
Doing
the most.
Somewhere.
Speaking of shaking his ass and all the things Kid Fury was doing over this past weekend, our last letter comes from, let's call her
Babushka.
Babushka says, Kid Fury, your booty looked fantastic in your birthday Insta stories.
Thank you.
I have a fucking dilemma. I'm a bisexual woman, and I moved halfway across the country in the middle of the summer, single and ready to fuck some shit up. I was inspired by Issa Rae's Hotation. Weren't we all?
I definitely was.
I definitely was. Although it's not something I typically do, I decided to say fuck it and do something new. I hopped up on Tinder to see who my prospective hoes would or could be, and after several meticulous screenings, I found someone who I could go out with, someone I could go on dates with, and someone to fuck. None of these positions were to change at any moment, and these people were very aware and compliant parties. The Hotation was perfect, but 2 out of 3 people started catching feelings, so I had to cut them off. And now I'm only down to one nigga, the nigga I was fucking. While all this shit is happening, I met the love of my life at a festival in August.
Oh, no, you didn't.
When I first saw her, my life stopped. I heard Mama Whitney in the back of my mind singing, I Will Always Love You.
Oh, my God.
It was sickening. So we've been talking and digging each other ever since. We've told each other how we feel and have decided to take it slow by building a friendship. Yeah, right, Dykes. Then progressing from there. We aren't together, but we are low-key, high-key, heavily talking and spending physical time with each other. She is perfect.
When's the wedding?
Right?
Tomorrow.
The dilemma is that I haven't been fucked. Oh, no. Sorry. I put that in there.
All right.
I haven't fucked or been in contact with the Hotation nigga since October. He popped up in my messages again with pictures and videos talking about what he wants to do to me, and I am shook to the core. I feel like I'm being tempted by Satan and I want to give in, but I'm conflicted because I don't want to fuck things up with Bae, but we aren't officially together yet. Should I cut this nigga off completely? Because honestly, no dick is that bomb to compromise something so potentially great. Please tell me what the fuck to do. Thanks, Babushka.
See, Babs, this is the problem. And I just got...
I feel like you picked that name just to call her Babs.
I kind of did.
Oh, no, you did. Niggas.
So I was reading some thread, maybe it was on the Shade Room or something, but this girl was talking about, like, being in a situationship without a title. It was like... having a bond with no title or whatever.
The situationships.
Like that. Right.
That's exactly what that is. A bond with no title.
The title kind of helps you establish the parameters of the relationship that you have. So you know what you can and cannot do. Mm-hmm. But you can also just simply have a conversation with them about it. It doesn't seem like, you're talking about you're not officially together. But then you are tempted. Like, if you're not officially together, then go sleep with the nigga if you want to. Like, what the fuck is the problem?
Exactly.
If you are together in a capacity where you should not go and sleep with him, then, like, it sounds like you're in a relationship or exclusive or committed to this person. Because if you're simply dating someone and you like them and y'all kicking it and you having a good time, but you're not with them, then you going and sleeping with this guy, no strings attached or whatever, shouldn't be a problem. So if you haven't established those boundaries, I would go ahead and make sure that you have a conversation, because she could probably be breaking backs all around town.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And, not saying nothing to you and not feeling no kind of way if you were doing it or whatever. Because you're not officially fucking together. So
you over here trying to be faithful to somebody that's getting her back blown out as well.
Right. So like
why?
What?
No.
You need to have a chat about that. I think if you're not with this person, then I would just go and get what you need.
Yeah.
And continue dating. If you know that that's not something that you need to be doing because it would either hurt her or hurt you or just the status of the relationship, then don't do it. But it doesn't sound like you cannot. I don't understand.
Yeah, I think to be completely unproblematic in this case, you probably need to like hit her up and be like, okay, is this the sort of situation between me and you where your feelings would be hurt if I went and got dug out? Like, just let me know. Like, would this hurt you if I was sleeping with somebody else or not? Because I think
Are we seeing other people or no?
Well, seeing other people and fucking other people is not the same thing. Not to me.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that.
So it's just kind of like, look, is this the sort of situation where you would be upset if I was fucking somebody else? Because if so, then we need to go ahead and make this official to where we are exclusive and we have that understanding with each other. But if not, and we still just in this situationship and we talking or whatever, I love the whole bullshit aspect of situationships. Then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go out here and fuck this nigga and I don't see what difference it makes. Like, we're not together and that's our choice to do that. So I guess you could take our feelings into consideration, but if you just really want that dick, go get it, because you can. So
I just don't see why you can't do it.
You like,
according to what you're telling us.
Just do it. I mean, you can, but if you wanted to be like kind and take her feelings into consideration.
I mean, yes, absolutely. I think you need to have that conversation regardless, because
but
like
we not
I
together.
said,
we not together.
Like I said, for all you know, she could be fucking whoever she wants to when she's not with you and not thinking anything of it, and you're the only one sitting here not getting no dick because
right.
you think that the situation is something else.
You feel like this is your soulmate.
So you just need to have that conversation for clarity, period.
You met the love of your life at a festival. That is so gay.
Right?
I love my people.
I mean, you might have. That sounds like something you would tell your kids.
I mean, kind of. A little bit. I met your statty during the SZA set at Afropunk 2017.
That's probably something that actually happened to someone.
Sure it is.
And they probably have a baby already.
She's pregnant right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So good luck to you. Let us know how it turns out. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com and we'll be back.
Hey guys, support for today's podcast comes from MeUndies. Every year, millions of people receive the least liked gift of all time, underwear. But we still give it to our family and loved ones who just don't want it. Maybe it's not that underwear is the problem, but the kind of underwear. Mm-hmm. Well, if you've been thinking about this special type of drawers to bless your loved ones with, we're here to tell you that MeUndies is the direction to go. Maybe you've never tried a bidet for yourself, but the closest drawers I've ever worn to giving you the soothe satisfaction of that a bidet can also give. MeUndies. They are made with a bidet-like fabric.
That is not true. It is 3 times softer than cotton.
That as well.
Right.
This 3 times softer than cotton, sustainably sourced fibers that just feel like a gentle hug on your behind. They make an amazing gift. They've got all different kinds of styles and colors. Whatever you want, you can get your exclusive 20% off deal on underwear and socks, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Just go to MeUndies.com/thread. That's MeUndies.com/TheREAD. Tell them we sent you. Now let's move on.
Hey guys, today's episode is also brought to you by Stamps.com. Holidays are always the busiest time of the year, and we are right in the thick of it now. But with Stamps.com, you'll get a chance to save time this holiday season. Stamps.com brings all the service of the USPS right to your fingertips. You can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, package, any class of mail using your own computer and printer. Then the mailman picks it up, which means if you want to send your auntie a check via first class slow-ass mail, you can do that thanks to Stamps. And if you need to overnight a computer to your nephew in New Mexico, you can do that also. It's just that easy with Stamps.com. They make it so simple, and they can help you choose the best class of mail every time. Right now, you too can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale without long-term commitments. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the mic at the top of the homepage, and type in READ. That's Stamps.com. Enter code READ. I know I'll be using Stamps for all my holiday shipping this season. You should do it too. That's Stamps.com, code READ. Let them know we sent you, and let's wrap up the show.
Okay, so we're back, and it is now time for the read.
It is. You have one this week?
Yes, I do. So I want to say again that our trip to Barbados was absolutely magic.
Beautiful.
It was so great. It was awesome to be on an island in the Caribbean that I have never been to before, and it was so cool to see like all of the similarities between that island and Jamaica, which I know so well, and the food was amazing. The people were all so kind, except for one guy.
Well, kind. Never mind. I know where this is going.
So we went to like a shopping mall in the area that we were staying. And this guy who was a taxi, a cab driver, I suppose.
Oh my God.
One of those people who like stands outside in like the parking area or the pull-up area, whatever you would call it, and kind of waits and offers people cab rides. So like first of all, let me just give a quick sidebar fuck you to the nigga who picked us up from the house and took us to the mall and charged us $40
down the street, y'all.
7-minute drive.
I was like, 40 US?
I'm sorry.
That can't be real.
How many dollars? Like, what? And he's like, well, yeah, because it's the price per person. And he's like, something like
it's $20 minimum, and then it's another 20 because y'all got extra people in the car. And we're like, that doesn't make sense.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. When somebody was like, he charged y'all because he saw where you were staying. I'm like, that makes more sense.
Exactly.
You knew we had $40 US dollars.
And I knew that from jump. But
and
we
I'm
just didn't argue with him.
particularly mad at that.
We didn't even argue with him.
I mean, it's annoying, but that wasn't what pissed me off.
Right. I just wanted to give a sidebar to that just because I
that was crazy.
That was wild.
We went down the street.
And he said it like it was nothing. Oh, yeah,
right.
40 US.
40 US.
We're like, hold on.
Oh, no, this can't be serious.
What?
No, what? A bottle of Henny White was 49 US. This can't be right.
Like,
this can't be correct.
So anyway, so we were coming back out and we're trying to get a car to go back to the house. Alex, my manager, went to this guy and I guess had the conversation with him about taking us and where we were supposed to be going. And at the time, we were going in 2 different directions because y'all were going to go to another shopping area.
Yeah, we were going to go into town.
I was going to go back to the house. I think Dustin was going to come with me. And so we have been standing out. It's raining and we're like standing out underneath like the little covered driving area. Had to have been out there for like a strong 20 minutes.
Yeah, we were waiting a long ass time.
And I don't remember if it was for like one of the vans to show up or what, but it was like we were waiting for a long ass time. And so all of a sudden, this man comes out of nowhere with this older white couple and says to Alex, he's going to drop them off somewhere and then he'll come right back for us in 2 minutes. Like,
no, sir, bitch.
So Alex was like, a what? And Dustin steps in and Dustin is like, okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to drop the 2 of us off first and then come back and then you're going to take the 4 of them to where they need to go. And then you can drop them off wherever they need to go. It's not going to be 2 minutes for them.
Right.
But basically, they are going to wait. We have been standing here for over 20 minutes.
Right.
We are literally going right down the street. So even like, it just made no sense to anybody why we, after staying all staying there the whole time had to now wait for this white couple to go 2 minutes away. Like, what the fuck? You know where we're going. You know how long we've been fucking standing here. And we're paying to go to these places the same way they are. We have the same money that they have. So it was ridiculous to me. And I just wanted to say, like, it's unfortunate. Barbados, I'm not holding it against y'all or your island. They do it in Jamaica too. They do it in
they do it right here in New York.
Right. They do it all over the place. There's so many places, unfortunately, even in countries that are like predominantly Black, that you can go there looking just like these people and they will treat white people much better than you or give them like extra care and privilege and stuff like that just because they're white. My nigga, we carrying this at the exact same currency.
Right.
And they didn't even, like, they knew the white couple, of course, did not flinch, didn't look, didn't say nothing. They
looked
knew,
like they expected it.
Right.
To be accommodated over us.
Exactly. They knew exactly what was going on.
Yep.
They sat there and listened to everything that we were saying. Could have very well been like, oh, just go, drop them off and then we'll wait or whatever. No. They didn't say anything at all.
And so this nigga just giggling the whole time. Oh, it'll be 2 minutes and I'll be right back. No, bitch. It was that we were waiting on a smaller car. We had a van ready to take everybody into town who wanted to go. And we were waiting on a smaller car to take you and Dustin back to the house.
Right.
And so that's why when he said he was taking them to white people, we were like, no, because he could just take you and Dustin literally down the fucking street to the house and then come back and scoop them white people. So what is the fucking issue?
Exactly.
Niggas.
So it was just really sad and disgusting to see that, like, not only is racism something that takes place all around the fucking world, but there are literal Black people in every corner of the world that will lift white people up to a higher standard than their own people just because it benefits them. So that was sad to see. And eventually, like, we all just got into the van and went the fuck home. I was like, I'm not giving them.
I was over it. Like, I was over it at that point.
I wanted to deck that man in his face so bad. I could not believe he really stood there, like, smiling, almost like we should understand. To say, like, we should just understand as niggas too. What, bitch?
But we have the same American money that they have, like, and we could so easily. You saw where we came from. We could so easily pay. Like, why? Why are they being prioritized over us when we've been waiting so much? Them white people literally walked out the mall and the man was like, oh, can I take you somewhere?
Like, it was nothing. Like, it was nothing. You seen us standing here this whole
and we
had
already negotiated a ride.
In the rain.
Oh, my God. But
we were just
annoying.
Expected to bow down to them white people because
we left. We left. We took somebody else. We took a different cab altogether because that was trash.
So fuck you to that guy. I don't know what the fuck he thought, but he thought incorrectly. And it's just sad and disgusting. And that type of shit would happen. I don't even know what it is that you expect from Black people that you would treat like that. But we aren't those types of Black people.
No. We're not going to be like, oh, yeah, just go on and take Amy and Tad and we'll wait until they come back, until you come
Although
back.
We've been waiting here.
No, bitch. I said we sure the fuck won't. No, that was just wrong. So you're just going to blatantly take these white people over us. Same number of people traveling in the car and everything. And I'm sure that we're staying closer than they are.
I'm sure.
Unless they're staying at Rihanna's house, they're not staying closer than we are.
Because, honest to God, if it weren't raining, I would have just walked home.
Yeah, I would have too, because it wasn't that fucking far.
It wasn't that far.
Right. I would have gladly walked, but I was so annoyed. At that point, I was so annoyed, I didn't even want to wait for a van to come take us into town and all that. I was like, fuck it. I would just rather go back to the house where everything is happy and roll some weed and drink some of Ian's rum punch.
Hennessy White Rum Punch.
And his Hennessy White. And he wrote down the recipe for me before he left.
Oh, I have 7 bottles of Henny.
I have 11.
This is a gift.
I'm infusing some right now. Y'all gonna be so mad when I have y'all over and it's like infused Hennessy White Punch for the holiday season. Oh God, it was so good.
What a punch.
That punch was so good. We were like, can we just have it at every meal? Can you just make it?
Yeah.
We'll have it at breakfast, thanks.
We were like flipping shit over in the house. Like, I know we bought more Hennessy White coming in. Anybody else?
Somebody find a bottle.
Like on the last day before we left, Dustin was literally like, I got another bottle of Hennessy White in the room. And me and Jay were like, what? Why didn't you say anything? Quick.
Make some punch,
Give it in. Quick. Like, and like rushed the bottle into the fucking kitchen kitchen like it was dying or something.
Like, please, Ian, I know dinner's in 20 minutes, but please.
He made another picture of that Henny White Punch for we left, and we got shit-faced.
We did. And had it again the next morning. And it was still delicious. Oh, so good. Barbados was really perfect. And that situation with that nigga driving the cab was the only time I was annoyed.
It was really the only thing.
It was like, why act
really,
like this?
That annoyed me.
Right.
The only thing.
Why? It doesn't have to be this way. We have the same. It's not like you were giving us a free ride. We didn't ask for a discount or charity. We paid the $40, which was insane already.
It's not like we showed up at the same time as them white people or just a few minutes before them.
We had been waiting.
Anything. We had been waiting out there
rain.
in the rain.
Trash.
Like, I don't even understand how you could have expected anyone to be cool with waiting.
And he just smiling at us like it's nothing.
Like we were supposed to just get over it.
Nah, nigga, fuck you.
There wasn't a day you was going to get another dime, nickel, or cent out of me after that bullshit you pulled. I don't know what the fuck you thought.
Well, yes.
Well, that's my read. Fuck that guy.
True. Fuck that guy. And in my read this week, I have a couple of fuck yous to go out as well. Remember when Terry Crews accused a white gay man of being sexually inappropriate with him at a party and all this, and he grabbed Terry's dick, which I'm sure many of us would like to grab Terry's dick, but we wouldn't do that because we are decent people with morals and values and would not violate another person like that.
We just stick to our fantasies.
I mean, in front of his wife on top of that, it's God. What the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, his name is Adam Bennett. He is an executive at WME, which I'm realizing is not WWE, but he is he is a manager. Obviously, he manages or he reps clients such as Adam Sandler and Sean Levy. He was placed on a temporary sort of suspension type of thing. And you know what's wild about this? Like, over the past few months, we've been having this cancel white man moment, and everybody has been getting the fuck out of here. And honestly, I've been loving it. Really adore this concept.
It's a never-ending story.
Would love to see it just continue to roll like this.
Let them all, like, just...
Harvey Weinstein's ass resigned from the Directors Guild of America. We're getting all these white men, except Donald Trump.
I mean,
apparently, the fuck out of here.
I mean, yes.
So it's great.
Except him.
Everybody else has been fired, severely disciplined. WME's Adam Bennett is back at the company's headquarters after a 1-month unpaid suspicion, which is literally nothing when you are a gay white man in Hollywood who has been working as long as he has and has as much money as he has.
He got to go on vacation.
He got a 1-month vacation, honestly. I mean, he didn't get paid for that month, but most of us don't get paid when we take our vacation time. So it is what it is. But yeah, I just think it's real fucking suspect that of all the victims and all the people who have come forward, when a black man had the nerve to say, no, a white gay man did this to me, y'all put him on ice for a month, let a few more predators come out in the open, and then y'all let him slide right back in at work like nothing fucking happened. Fuck Adam Bennett and fuck WME for acting like Terry Crews is not just as worthy of protection as any other victim of sexual assault. Fuck y'all. I don't care if he's a big ass muscular black man who could easily pound you and everyone of your lineage into the goddamn dirt. That man deserves to not be sexually assaulted, and that's exactly what happened to him. And when y'all act like white women's sensibilities are more important and, oh my God, somebody violated such and such ladies, so let's get them the fuck out of here, but then act like when it's a black man, oh, well, it's not no big deal and we'll just hold it on, below the surface, won't nobody pay attention, and everything will blow over, and then we'll just let him come back because it's just some nigga, and it is what it is. I don't appreciate that. So fuck y'all. Adam Bennett deserves to be fired, just like the long list of white men who have gotten the fuck up out of here. I also wanted to talk about Ryan Leslie for a few moments.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Because he
completely forgot about this.
This is so wild. Ryan Leslie lost his entire music catalog behind this. So if you remember years ago, we may have talked about this on the show. He lost a laptop, and I guess he thought there was some music on it that he really didn't want to lose. He offered a $1 million reward, and the man who found the laptop, Armin Augstein, was like, okay, well, here go your laptop. I would like my money. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, I would say the same.
What?
But Ryan Leslie did not have the music. The music that he thought was on the laptop wasn't on it, so it was no longer as valuable to him as he thought it was. So he refused to pay the $1 million. Armin was like, bitch, you got me fucked up.
Right.
And has been fighting him in court ever since. And so a jury has found Ryan Leslie liable, and he has to pay Augustine $1.18 million in damages. But since Ryan filed for bankruptcy, he has had to give up the rights to all of his music, the royalties. Let's see. The two sides came into an agreement that calls for all interest in Leslie's musical rights and future royalty payments for songs he produced, wrote, or recorded. God damn. He will be entitled to receive up to $538,000 from the royalties. And if after 6 years, Augustine has not earned at least $300,000, he maintains the rights until he hits that mark. And then Ryan Leslie will be granted rights back to his catalog.
Well, y'all better start streaming Me and You.
I was about to say, y'all better start streaming all the niggas that Ryan Leslie has worked with, because he's got a big ass debt to pay off. And this isn't even really a read. It's just like, this felt, you ain't shit. This felt like, oh my God, never offer a reward for anything. Or at least offer a reward that you can feasibly pay. If my laptop gets stolen, I'm going to offer you at the max $325 because anything more than that, and I might as well buy a new laptop. I can't offer you $1 million for my computer because first of all, I don't have it. But also my computer is not worth that much.
Is it like $1 million worth of music?
Well, I mean, maybe. If he really...
What, did you have like a Beyonce demo on there?
Who knows? I mean, he's worked with every damn body, so maybe he did. And maybe Beyonce was like, oh, your laptop got stolen? Oh, no, nigga. I don't play like that. So the whole thing was canceled anyway, but it was just like,
maybe like Mariah Lynn or something.
I feel for Ryan Leslie because I feel like this story has been going on for fucking ever. But damn, having to give up the rights to all the music that you wrote and produced and give all that money to somebody else for years, it just... Damn, it's fucked up. And I feel for him. And last but not least, I just want to say I don't want to say the worst flight experience of my life going to Barbados because that seems extreme. But it was just everything I hate about flights rolled into one shitty flight. So I was in an aisle seat. That never happens. I always get a window seat.
Oh, I was in an aisle seat too.
I was in an aisle for the first time. Thankfully, there was nobody in the middle seat, so at least we didn't have that drama. But I don't care for being in the aisle because I like being at the window because I like to control the window shade, meaning I like for it to be down for the entire flight. I do not like the sunlight pouring in from the heavens. I like to close that bitch and close my eyes and go to sleep.
Me too.
So the girl in the window seat, very kind, I guess she's kind. We did not speak, but... She, I guess, wanted to see the scenery and she had the shade open the whole time. And of course I can't, because of how I feel about planes and my seat on the plane, I would never ask somebody else to close the window shade.
Right.
Because if you ask me, I'm going to be like, no, if you wanted to close, you should have bought the seat.
Right.
So, no, the answer is no. So I left it alone, even though it was like, bitch, this flight is first thing in the fucking morning out of JFK. Who the fuck wants to deal with the sunlight? Like, we're all trying to go to bed, but I guess she was hyped to go home.
Same exact thing I went through.
It was so annoying. But in addition to being in the window seat and leaving the shade up, she got up to go to the bathroom twice. Now, that is egregious.
That is really out of line.
If you are in the window seat, you are supposed to pee before you get on the plane and deny drinks and snacks if you are the type who will have to pee within the rest of the flight duration.
Everybody knows that.
You are supposed to sit your ass in that seat and stay there. Do not bother me. One time, fine.
That's all you have to do.
Twice is ridiculous.
Like, that is ridiculous.
You need to sit in the aisle seat if you have to get up and if you have to get up and do anything on the plane.
Like, that's just how that works.
Because why are you over here where I have to get up and move so that you can get out? Why?
It's just so simple.
You just need to switch me seats because it's so annoying. But again, it's like, this is so frustrating. It's all the things I hate about flights. And it just makes me think about how every time I've sat in that window seat, I have deliberately used the bathroom before I got on the plane.
Crystal,
never bother anybody.
Because
I feel like it is putting flight, good karma flight, back into the world, right? I feel like if I behave in a way that I feel is proper on a flight, then that behavior will come back to me. But it did not on this flight to Barbados. The worst part, though, well, not the worst. Then it was an old man sitting in front of me who reclined his seat before we even took off, and the flight attendants wasn't like, you need to pull it back up. Like, it's not, you don't get to recline
Right.
yet.
That's
They
not...
just let it rock, I guess, because he was like 99, which, whatever. I mean,
Right.
whatever, Grandpa.
Sure.
But it was just like, damn, it's already no space. And then here you go, reclining. It's almost a 5-hour flight.
Yeah, it was
so
pretty...
that was annoying, but the worst part of that flight was getting up and going to the bathroom because I'm in the aisle seat, so I can do that.
Oh my God.
I go to the bathroom. There's 3 bathrooms in the poor section of the plane. And one of them is open. So the flight attendant's like, oh, you go in there. No problem. I walk in this bathroom, and when I tell you it was shit-a-palooza in that bitch, I don't understand how you do this. I cannot understand how this happens to a grown person on an airplane. My nigga, I open the door. First of all, airplane bathrooms, that's their own read. Because why are these bitches the size of a utility closet? Not even that. Why are they so small? It's like the average size person feels like this is a very small area where there's like no room to move. So God bless people who are like of any significant size, like width or height, because it just can't be easy to use the bathroom on an airplane. But I walked into that bitch and I saw shit on the toilet seat. I saw it on the toilet seat cover. I saw little shit remnants and paper towel fragments all over the place. I saw big gobs of shit in the airplane toilet bowl. Like, what the fuck did you eat at JFK before you got on this fucking plane, bitch? You should never eat anything that is going to give you the shits before you get on the plane. I didn't even... Sometimes if a bathroom is not super gross, like if there's just a little pee on the toilet seat or whatever, I will wad up a bunch of toilet paper and cover my hand in some toilet covers and like wipe it up and then throw it all away because it's not worth the drama otherwise, and then put a cover down and squat and be like, I'm just going about my business. But this was not something I could clean up and move on from.
No.
It was chunks of shit, my nigga. Big mounds of shit.
Oh my God.
I walked out that bathroom. I wanted to be like, turn the plane around. I want to go home. This is bullshit. I told the flight attendant, look, I don't know if you remember who was last in there, but if I were you, I would go tap them on the shoulder and hand them a bill because you don't deserve what's in that bathroom. Somebody came out of another one, so I went in that one. And when I came out, the black flight attendant was like, I had to go ahead and put this restroom out of order. I cannot fix
that. Sounds like the right thing to do.
No, but it was like she couldn't just go in there and clean it or whatever. It was like so bad. The shit-a-palooza was so awful that she had to just go ahead and shut down the bathroom for the rest of the flight and was like, maintenance will have to come do this when we land.
And only because throwing it in rice isn't an option.
And because somebody thought, you know what I'm going to do? Have a Chinese meal before I'm going to have Chinese food at JFK and then wash it down with some Starbucks.
And a Jamba Juice. That's what that person did. They went to like
a diuretic, right?
They went to
Panda Express all their faves.
And Shake Shack, Dunkin' Donuts.
Because I remember seeing Panda Express or something at JFK and us being like, it's a little too early for Chinese food.
I remember.
It's too early, but somebody said, fuck that, bitch. Now is a perfect time for lo mein, and I'm a lo mein on that ass. Ugh.
Like if you know that you have, trouble with your faculties.
Right.
You have to keep in mind that you're going to be trapped in the air for probably a significant amount of time.
Hours. So gross.
Why would you? I don't listen, when I tell you, if I get like a water or any little thing, like before I get to the gate, I pee in the bathroom before we get on the plane.
Yes.
And then when we get on the plane, I put my bag in the overhead, go pee again. I pee before
Just to make sure.
Like I put my shit down, I go and pee again. And then I go to the window so that I never have to get up. And when I tell you there have been countless flights where I've had to pee so bad and I hold it.
Oh,
just
no, you
to be like,
do that.
Like.
It's how you get kidney stones. Don't do that.
No.
But I feel you because I will not get up during a flight either.
I've gotten way more accustomed. God, it's so good. I've gotten way more used to flying. So that I'm able to.
You don't have like the panic attacks you used to have. You used to would not get up.
I could not stand up if the plane ain't on the ground.
Right. I remember those days. Right.
So there was just, it wasn't even so much for like another person and, inconveniencing you. It was because I was deathly afraid of getting up, period. But.
Right.
I simply agree with you. Like if I'm at the window, don't even ask. The girl
don't ask.
It was a full-grown white woman and her husband. She was the window. He was the middle seat. I was the aisle, which I hate because people are fucking bumping into your shoulder.
Yes. Oh, my God. People kept running into my leg the whole... I'm like, how? I'm 5'3". How are you running into me?
They pushed the cart into your shoulder. It is just hell
I hate it.
On earth. But it was like, she was the only window open for like 7 rows, like on each, like nobody else had the window open. It was like pitch black up there, except for this one beam of light.
That's how I felt about my row.
Coming from this window next to this bitch. And I'm just like, ma'am, I'm so tired.
Right, I'm sleepy as fuck,
It is
girl.
the ass crack of the day. I just want to go to sleep. And you are blinding me, miss.
Been there.
I promise you, it's just the sky.
Been
like
there.
It looked the same as it does from the ground, but you up.
Bitch, it's literally the same clouds and shit.
It's the same shit, bitch.
Same shit.
It's
If you've been on,
still
have you
blue
been
and
on a
white.
flight before? Then you've seen this already.
Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Or at least have the damn window up for, takeoff. And then put it down. And you can pull it back up the last little 10 minutes or whatever. Like, at least that. No. She wanted to have it open the whole time. Bitch, you ain't finna see nothing else out here.
Right. Would you want to see the same sky and clouds over? But you know what? You have that seat so you can do that.
I didn't say anything to her.
I know. I'm just asking for you to sit your ass down and enjoy the fucking view for the whole flight. If that's how you feel, bitch, don't get up 2-3 times to do so. What you getting up for? Then you need to switch me seats. You need to switch me seats because I know how to sit and stay where the fuck I'm at. I don't get up over and over disturbing people during flights. I deliberately don't do that. So for somebody to do that to me the first time I'm not in the window seat, I'm like, fuck etiquette. I'm never going to sit still during the flight again. I'm going to get up during every flight. Like, fuck it. No rules. Oh, the plane lands and I'm in row 28. I'm getting up as soon as it lands. Fuck y'all. I know it'll be 10 minutes before I get off this plane. I don't care. I'm just so annoyed.
It's just, you can't escape it.
It was everything I hated about a flight rolled into one flight, including
Every
shit.
flight
So
has, like, no, that is just
gross.
Crossing. Now, let's bring it.
Dollops of feces? Who does that?
In the fucking balls. Goes into a public... Like, how do you... Like, if you did that at home...
It would be disgusting
I would be confused.
enough, right?
Like, where were you aiming your booty hole that this happened? Like,
how did it happen? And how did you get up after shitting and see that you left shit everywhere and just leave it like that?
Left.
The toilet seat was up. He didn't even close the toilet seat like, oh, it's so shameful, I won't look. Like, it was up. I walked in and I was accosted with shit. So
not only...
You wasn't like, I'll go ahead and flush again?
Not only is this a public restroom, it is one of the only restrooms we have available for 5 hours.
Right.
Who the fuck do you think that you are? Bitch, did you shit so hard that you took off? Like, did you did you have your own flight from the seat?
When I tell you I wanted to find who did it, I was hoping the flight attendant would be like, oh, I think it was that man, just so I could go be like, shame. Shame on you and your house.
I would have to, I wouldn't even speak to the damn pilot. I'm just getting on the microphone, like, whichever one of y'all had a bowel explosion.
And you know who you are.
You don't even have to come forward. I know who you are, and you know who you are. And bitch, I want you to know that you ought to be ashamed of your fucking self.
That is trash.
Ashamed. Think about that for your whole ass vacation or wherever you're going, bitch. That you lost it and didn't even have the courtesy to say something.
Right. Because you know you did. You could have walked out and told the flight attendant, look, y'all might just want to go ahead and shut that bathroom down now. Don't go in there. I'm so sorry. But somebody's going to have to handle that later. But you didn't do that. You decided to punish me.
I would have lied and said that it was breaking like international laws or something like that.
To shit on a plane.
to like make such a, I mean, we found out when we got to the airport that it's illegal to wear camouflage.
Oh yeah,
there.
you and Alex in your camo.
Like before we even got into the airport proper, this lady was like, "You definitely gonna take them pants off, and you're gonna do it fast." Like,
only the Army.
I hope you got something to switch into in that bag, bitch, because you won't be wearing that.
Even Alex is with her camo leggings and backpack. They were like, no. Oh shit, I'm drunk now. I'm hiccuping.
Right.
So
like a Tom and Jerry cartoon.
Woo,
I definitely would have been like, whichever one of y'all shat all over the bathroom, the authorities will be waiting for you upon our arrival. Okay, so just be prepared. And the first bitch trembling, I knew it was you. Yep. You bitch.
The first one to be like, but wait.
Exactly.
Like, yo, nasty ass.
Go clean it up.
All right. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of The Read. Make sure you follow us on social media and check out our site, thisistheread.com.
I would demand a raise.
Okay.
I would create a hashtag for justice.
She was so gracious, too. I'm like, babe, it's shit all in there.
You are not
so nice?
required to clean up. Like, no.
I won't do it.
No.
Damn it.
No.
I'm going to hold my breath and try to get rid of these hiccups. I'm not doing it. Do you have any news this week?
Yes, news this week. I should be giving thanks to. Always thank Delay. Okay, so thanks to all of my friends who came to Barbados with me.
Oh shit!
Thanks to Ian and all of the staff at the Gardenia.
Amazing people.
New Orleans. I'm so fucking excited.
Yes, this weekend.
To come and see y'all this weekend. Oh my goodness, I'm just trying to think of how many praline I'm about to bring back.
For real, smuggling it back like that damn Henny White. I was in duty free. Like, how many bottles can I take?
Right, because I just grabbed one or two, and then you left like two on the counter.
Oh yeah,
and you went
to go
somewhere
find
to
Jade.
go right. And so the lady was ready, and she was like, "So you're getting 4?" And I was like, "No, the other 2 aren't for me," or whatever. And this guy who was also buying something, but he was clearly Bayesian. He was like, "If you want 4, you can get 4. You want however you want to buy or whatever." Like letting me know, like, nigga, do what you want to do, my nigga. Like, I'm not gonna let you go out like that. And I was like, wait, so I could buy all 4 of these if I want them? And she was like, yeah, if you want them. I was like, okay, hold on right there. Just give me
just
2
give me
seconds.
a second.
I was like, wait, what? Yeah. Box these shits up.
Right. Box them up real fast.
Real quick.
At first she was like, it's a limit. The U.S. government will let you bring back 3 bottles per person. And then she was like, in reality, I don't give a shit. You can take as many as you want. And that's when I was like, well, clear out the shelf, bitch.
Round these shits up.
We going through customs. I got Dustin, Jade, Asante, all carrying boxes of liquor. Oh, thank you.
They asked me nothing. I had the duty-free boxes in my hand. That nigga ain't asked me, what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a comedian. You don't seem real funny.
Damn, really? You got to download the mobile passport app. We zoomed right through customs. God damn it.
Too late.
Okay, so yes, New Orleans, the show is sold out, but we will see you guys on Saturday. And then, of course, Detroit, we will see you December 16th. That show is also sold out. Oh, my goodness. Shout out to Spotify. I was taking the... God damn it!
This is what you get for drinking white people and
you gave it to me.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, I was taking the train to work today and I saw our Spotify ad at the 14th Street.
That is so weird.
Chambers, something. It was weird.
That's
I was like,
so weird.
That is like our fucking logo. Like right there for the whole city of New York to see. It was surreal.
And brewed past.
Right. Thank you so much, Spotify, for the good look. Any other news this week or are we done? Do we have an acronym?
The acronym this...
Oh, I'm so over these fucking hiccups, man. Fuck my life.
The acronym is... Well, I won't give you an acronym this week. I'll give you...
Oh, wait. Before we do the acronym this week, we have to say thanks again to Planned Parenthood for supporting today's episode. They invite you to join them in the fight for affordable birth control.
Affordable birth control.
For all, because access to birth control shouldn't be a luxury. If you think birth control should be a right and not a privilege, then it's time to get loud. Text READ to 22422 and Planned Parenthood will text you ways to fight back. That's READ to 22422. No one should be able to take away your access to birth control, not politicians and not your boss. And also, you should be allowed to live a a hiccup-free existence, which I clearly could not right now. So
red lips for my book.
Oh, and I ordered my stunner,
Titties
and
and hips.
I'm waiting on it to get here. And I need to finish Jennifer Lewis's book, but it's already amazing.
What did your what?
My stunner, my Rihanna lip color.
Oh, the red lips.
Yeah, for
Got
everybody.
it.
Oh my God. Did you see? Do you know who Ducky Thought is? Of course you do.
Of course I do.
She in that red lipstick.
Link follows her.
Oh my. Shit, she probably follows Link.
I mean, Link is a celebrity.
That's one who really knows she's a bad bitch right there.
She's so confident. I'm so
all right,
proud of her.
I'm done. I'm hiccuping all over the fucking place.
I won't leave you with an acronym, but what I will say to you is to open your third eye, because Earth is a program and it is a state of mind, and we're actually not really here. We're in the alternate zone where everything is upside down and the Earth is flat and B.O.B. is the president of the nation.
Mm-hmm. All right. Guys, we will see you next week.
What a fucking basket.
Bye, y'all.